I never believed in haunted objects. I'm a skeptic, a man of reason, not rumor, an antique appraiser who's handled everything from cursed heirlooms to possessed clocks, all nonsense, until I acquired the mirror from Blackridge Estate. Now, I don't even trust my own reflection. It came through auction, part of a lot from an old manor outside Dorset. The house had burned down decades ago. The mirror somehow survived, untouched by flame, though the silver frame was cracked, warped like it had screamed in the heat. The client wanted it cleaned, restored, authenticated. Simple job, or so I thought. I brought it to my workshop late one Friday. The glass was dark, dull with soot and time. When I wiped the surface clean, I noticed something strange. My reflection lagged, only by a second or two, but it was enough to make my skin crawl. That night, I dreamed of corridors, endless, twisting halls lined with mirrors, and in each one, a version of me. Some wept, some stared, some smiled, but none blinked, not once. I dismissed it. Stress, imagination. But Monday, I found the mirror moved. I had leaned it flat against the wall. Now it stood upright, centered, facing the only door. I asked my assistant if she touched it. She hadn't come in that day. Neither had anyone else. I tried recording it, set up a camera to capture any movement. 6 hours of footage. Nothing moved, except at exactly 3:03 a.m., the screen flickered. And for a single frame, my reflection smiled, but I wasn't in the room. I started noticing things. Shadows behind me when I walked past mirrors. Reflections that didn't match my movements. I stopped shaving, stopped brushing my teeth, anything to avoid looking, because every time I did, he was a little closer. I contacted a historian, asked about the estate. She was hesitant at first. Then, quietly, she told me, the mirror belonged to Elizabeth Blackridge, a recluse in the late 1800s. She believed the mirror held her double, that if she ever saw it smile, it would take her place. The next night, I covered it. Thick cloth, duct tape around the edges, but at 3 a.m. I woke to the sound of tearing fabric. The sheet lay shredded on the floor, and the mirror, it was facing the bed. My reflection already sitting upright, watching me. I tried breaking it, grabbed a hammer and swung hard. The glass cracked, webbed like ice, but no shards fell, and the crack sealed itself before my eyes. In the reflection, my double smiled again, wider this time, too wide. I began to black out, lose time, wake up in places I didn't remember going. Once in my bathtub, once in the cellar holding a matchbook, the mirror always nearby, always clean, no dust, no fingerprints, as if something polished it from the inside. Desperate, I tracked down the last surviving Blackridge heir, an old woman in a care home. When I mentioned the mirror, her eyes clouded. She whispered, "It's not a mirror, it's a door, and once it opens, you won't know which side you're on." Then she started screaming, wouldn't stop. They had to sedate her. That night, I turned all the mirrors in my house to face the wall. Except the one. I locked the door to the workshop, swallowed a sleeping pill, hoped for dreamless sleep. I awoke to the sound of glass cracking. The workshop door was open, and inside, only the mirror and my reflection. But it didn't copy me anymore. It stood perfectly still as I stepped closer. Its eyes moved independently, following me, and then it raised its hand, pressed it flat against the glass. A whisper echoed in my ears, "Trade." I ran, left the house, burned the workshop to the ground. I thought it was over, but now sometimes I see him. Not in mirrors, in windows, in puddles, in polished wood, watching, waiting. And at 3:03 a.m., when I pass a mirror I've forgotten to cover, he's always smiling, because he knows, soon I'll forget which one of us is real. And then he'll step through, for good.